Welcome back. It's time to get some motivation for your Monday.
Today's topic deals with why you shouldn't count yourself out. Here to lead our discussion is award-winning author and speaker Stacy Hawkins Adams. Good morning.
Good morning.
Love the haircut.
Thank you.
We're ready for Motivational Monday and new things.
Yes, new things, new hair, and why not you and why not me? So that's what we're talking about today.
That's
why
right.
not you and why not me? I'm not ready.
For Motivational Monday?
Yeah, no, I'm not ready. But
you have to stay
that
ready.
people tell themselves stuff, don't they?
Stay ready. Stay ready.
Well, that's what people do, though. That's what I do. I was like, why not me? I don't know. I'm just like, yeah. So we need motivation.
Motivation for their Monday. Now you're saying don't count yourself out.
Right, because we often look at, we're spending the summer looking at movies, we're looking at beach bodies, we're looking at all kinds of enjoyable things, since I know Bill enjoys the summer. But in terms of your goals and your purpose, often we're looking at people achieving their big dreams and goals saying, I can't do that. And, oh, I wish I could, or that ship has passed, that ship has sailed. And rather than saying that, you really should say to yourself, why not me? There's the saying, as a man thinketh or a woman thinketh, so is he or she. And that's really the intent we want to lean into this week and really for the rest of the season and the rest of the year. Why not go after the things that you want, even if it takes baby steps to get there?
So this goes back to that kind of thinking of that we've heard over the years of like, if you see yourself and doing it, and you can see that and you can put that in your brain, then if you can see it, you can do it, and it's just a matter of getting to it. So that's probably one of the hard steps, though. It's like, I can't imagine myself living that life or doing that thing. That's for other people.
And that's why you ask the question, why not me? Because you're right, often it is hard to envision yourself. And what I like to do when I think of my big goals and dreams, I'm really big on affirmations, as you all could probably guess, and visualizing myself in that space. But then part of it is then you have to add the practicality. So if you envision yourself doing something big, whatever that big thing is, see yourself in that space and then ask yourself, what are the steps that it take? What steps did it take me to get there? What do I need to do? If I want to have my next book written by December, in my case, what would that look like? Well, if I need 300 pages by December, then I probably need to be writing 50 pages a month. And how do I get to 50 pages a month? Well, that's 2 to 3 pages a few days a week to get to 50 pages a month. So you have the vision, you have the positivity around it, but you also need to build in the practicality.
You're breaking it down piece by piece.
Yes.
That's great, because we're at the halfway point of the year, essentially. And I know recently I looked back at some of those resolutions and goals that I set at the beginning of the year, some of them on track, some of them not so much. And you're saying you can start to think about what that end goal is and breaking it into those manageable pieces.
And celebrate the manageable pieces. Yesterday, I spent the afternoon sending out some greeting cards and sympathy cards and other things that I had had on my list for over a month. And I had all these possibilities of things that I could have done. I could have been watching some movies. I could have been getting some more ice cream that you all just enjoyed. But I said, I'm going to spend these 3 hours taking care of this. So when I leave here today, I'm headed to the post office. That's a small goal that's checked off my list. But now that frees the brain space for these other things that I want to do. So even if, we're talking about the big why not me's, but you can also look at the small things on your list that you can get taken care of, so you have the space and the capacity to do the bigger things.
If the goal is huge, like you said, you have to break it down into pieces. And that might be where a lot of folks get bogged down, is because there is practical steps that have to be taken.
Yeah.
If my goal is to be in the Mediterranean on my yacht, there's going to be a lot of steps that have to be taken to get me there. And
Bill's always going to shoot for the stars every
short
time.
Short of being an international art thief, I don't know how that's going to happen.
I'm seeing myself visiting you.
We're manifesting all of this.
Okay, good. But there's going to be a lot of steps to make that happen, and we have to break it down into the actual goals. And I'm real big on mini goals.
Yes.
Because if you set a goal for me and I achieve it, then I'm like, hey, I did
the momentum.
I actually closed the refrigerator door. We can move on to something else now.
I love it.
That matters, though. You have to celebrate yourself along the way. So again, if we think about the celebrities, the folks that we know, Vera Wang became a fashion designer in her 40s. So she spent the first half of her year working for other fashion designers, learning the craft, learning the business. In the 40s, she broke out on her own. We know the story of Colonel Sanders, of course, started KFC at age 65. There's Laura Ingalls Wilder. She didn't write her first Little House on the Series book until she was 65. So it's not about age or stage. It's really about having the courage to lean into, again, the why not me, but also overcoming that fear of failure. Because the thing is, I always have said for many years, I don't want to be 85, 90 years old trying to encourage my great-grandchildren to live their best lives, and they ask me, what about you? And I didn't even try. So along the way, there may be failures. There are likely to be failures. But
There's going to be failures.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But rather than seeing them as failures, really they're lessons. They're teaching us things about ourselves. They're teaching us what we like, what we don't like, how we need to move and navigate so we can be closer to that purpose and passion. So there's really nothing wasted on that journey to getting there. So you may not get the yacht, but you may wind up with a 100-foot boat instead. Something else closer.
There you go. And then we can all fit on your boat.
Yeah, there you go.
Or
There we
dinghy.
Closer than you were.
We're going to be on a boat nonetheless.
Or an
With
inner
ice
tube.
cream.
Nonetheless.
Floating along. Stacy, we always look forward to having you in, and we will see you again next Monday, I hope.
That's right. And you have the chance to get your own dose of motivation each week. Stacy Hawkins Adams sends out an email to those who subscribe. If you want more information on how you can get on the list, just visit stacyhawkinsadams.com.
Folks, there's much more in store for you to enjoy in Virginia this morning, including our Fun Everywhere You Are segments coming up.